Hey everybody, welcome to Trans Talk. We are here today with our friend Lauren. She's a trans woman, and I'd like to welcome her today. Hello, Lauren. How are you?
Great, great. How are you?
Not bad. I thought we would discuss maybe bathrooms today. Talk
Yeah.
about how you feel about bathrooms. Do you have a preference? Do you not? There's a lot of controversy going on right now about bathrooms and who should use what bathroom.
Well, how do I feel about bathrooms? I mean, the controversy isn't about how I feel about bathrooms, it's how everybody else feels about bathrooms.
How do you feel about the controversy about it?
Well, it's ridiculous. It's stigmatizing transgender females.
But maybe, people don't want you in their bathroom with their kids. Maybe they don't feel comfortable with you using a woman's bathroom as a trans woman because biologically you're a man.
Well, that really doesn't matter because I'm a transgender woman. I am a woman.
Yeah, I understand that, Lauren, pardon me. But, you know, I can see how some people they do say you're biologically a man and they'd prefer not to have you in the ladies' bathroom with their children. Or it could make women, biological women,
Well,
uncomfortable.
first of all, wait a minute. First of all, if you're trying to say that transgender people are all perverts, that's so racist. It's completely racist to say something like that. Transgender woman, first of all, that's a myth. There is no statistics at all that show any transgender people being bathroom predators at all. Second of all, I am a woman. I am a transgender woman. And I go to the appropriate bathroom, which is for the gender that I identify with.
Right, but so if somebody's got their kids in there and they realize in the bathroom that you are not a woman because
Well,
biologically you're
first
a
of all,
man.
who's to say that they are going to recognize that I am not a woman? Okay, now that's ridiculous. There are so many. You women go to the bathroom with transgenders every single day, and they don't even know the difference. Okay, you cannot tell the difference.
Well, what about that kid that's peeking under the stall? Maybe they know.
Well, that kid shouldn't peek under the stall.
But they're a child. That's what children do. All kinds of things they shouldn't be doing sometimes.
Well, that's not proper etiquette, and I am a woman. I am a transgender woman.
So you kind of feel stigmatized, maybe like you're discriminated against because of this bathroom controversy going on. And you feel like you should be able to use whatever the bathroom.
Well, no, I don't feel like I should use whatever bathroom is available. I use the proper bathroom, which is the female bathroom. Uh, the thing is, it's just a bathroom. You go in there, you use the bathroom, and you leave. I don't know what the big deal is with everybody. They've been doing it for years. Everybody's already been going to the bathroom in transgenders, with transgenders, uh, for years, and they don't even know it. I mean, nowadays, um, with the puberty blockers and kids being emotionally supported as they should at, from 6 or 7 years old, uh, you can't tell the difference. Me, okay, I started a little older. You know, my voice is a little husky for a transgender, but I'm beautiful and I'm me. And, nobody's going to change that, okay? I felt this way since I was a child, 6 years old, and let me tell you something. I suffered greatly because it was totally unacceptable. I am to not accept who I actually am. I mean, if you people could realize that for 1 minute, then I think you'd understand.
Lauren, I just want to pick your brain here for a minute. What are your feelings on, say, there's a young man, maybe a teenager, adolescent, and he feels like his gender should be female instead of male. What if he chooses to use the women's restroom? Is that okay? Because that's how he feels. He feels like a woman.
Well, yeah, you don't need to convince me.
So it's okay with you if he goes ahead and he uses the women's restroom.
Yeah, of course.
Do you think that that should be okay and accepted by society
Well, it
everywhere?
is. It's going to be, yeah.
Well, what if he's not a trans woman and he just presents as a young male
Well, you
adolescent?
don't. You don't have to be just a trans woman or man. There are plenty of male to female. Uh, you see, gender is a spectrum, and it's an ever evolving spectrum. So, what anybody can do as far as uh, how they feel is what they are. I mean, it's something that it just is.
So you're saying that people should use bathrooms according to how they feel, whatever it is they feel like.
Well, however they are, however
Gender.
they identify, it's deeper than just a random feeling. But yes, there are people that are binary that believe that they're multi-gendered. And like I said, gender is a beautiful, wonderful thing, and it's just a giant spectrum. I mean, imagine like a unicorn that was just black and white.
It might be
It,
a zebra, kind of.
well, that's right. It could be a zebra, but a zebra is not a unicorn, and gender is not a zebra. You see,
Right.
gender isn't black and white. Gender is a beautiful unicorn in all its colors in the rainbow. And that rainbow's coming, that rainbow's here, and that rainbow is winning because you can't accept it doesn't mean that it's not happening, and it doesn't mean that you're not racist and hateful.
So, people using bathrooms according to how they gender identify could be quite controversial. Yeah,
Bathrooms.
it could be quite controversial if
Nobody
somebody
cares
just
about the bathroom.
identifies as with a particular gender, whether they present or not as male or female, if they're just
Gender bathrooms aren't
identifying.
based on genitalia. They're
Well,
based.
then why do men's restrooms have urinals? Women don't use urinals. Biological women don't use urinals.
Well, the thing is, I don't use urinals. I go in and sit on the toilet.
Well, a women's restroom doesn't have any urinals. A men's restroom does.
To be
So they
honest with
are
you,
kind of
to be honest with
felt.
you, I never used a urinal. My micro penis is so tiny that it made it impossible for me to use a urinal. When I was young, I'd have to stretch it out like a rubber band, and I actually had to get an operation because of that, because it stretched my urethra.
Well, Lauren, do you think that played a part in your identifying as a woman? Your gender identity as a woman?
Well, I don't know if it played a part as much as I mean, let's face it, you know, you can't really play the skin flute with, you know, a wet Q-tip.
True story.
Well, I don't think it's very polite that you laugh at me like that. I mean, this is a tragic
All
story
right, forgive me for being
of a,
insensitive.
of a young,
Forgive me
of a
for being
young,
insensitive to your plight as a young.
I was a young male who wanted to make the transgender journey, and well, I wasn't allowed. Society wasn't willing to accept me for who I am, and that hurts. That
Well,
hurts a lot.
now you're more accepted than ever. You've got that
Oh
beautiful rainbow
no, no,
unicorn.
no, no! Everybody hates us still. Just the other day, I was at the Taco Bell and I heard people in line and they were saying, uh, "Oh, those transgenders, you know, what a bunch of fucking losers."
Well, it's hard when people are hateful, when they hate on you.
Well, you know,
Just keep thinking unicorns and rainbows, Lauren. Don't let them get to you down. Don't let them get
well,
to you.
no, I only really think about the unicorn because I'm starting a youth program and I how to be a transgender and for the youth because it's I remember how hard it was growing up being I identified then I guess as an unaccepted transgender female and and I don't want kids to have to go through that now so I have a thing and I have a book that I have written and illustrated, and it's called Becky the Gender Corn,
Nice.
and it's about a
Sounds
transgender
interesting.
unicorn who his rainbow tells the spectrum of gender to to the children, so they can understand.
And I think it's great to get that message out to be free to be who you feel you are.
Yeah, I feel that I mean it's just has to happen. I mean, in the world today, you got to understand there are transgender male to female, female to male, gender queer, gender sausage and spaghetti. Um, there's gender beasts who um, love those guys and girls. The
Can't
gender
forget
beasts are
them.
they're just crazy, you know. Uh, they believe that they're half person, half animal, or any other combination in between there. So you could be a man who believes they're a female otter, and we have those. We do, and the otter is such a caring, understanding animal. It's a beautiful thing. And then we have, of course, the transracial. Where you whatever you identify with. I still I was feeling a little Dominican, but I am Chinese, so it just wasn't clicking
Just
really.
mixing it up. Wasn't working.
No, well, I thought for a while that I was Dominican and that I was a trans male to female, genderqueer who is Dominican, but I'm too deeply rooted in my Chinese roots to, you know, so maybe I'm 20% Dominican, you know.
Why put a number on it though? You know, you could just be free to feel who you are.